The next tip we're going to share with you is going into how AppointmentCore directly integrates with Infusionsoft and how you can better leverage the power of Infusionsoft in conjunction with AppointmentCore. Whenever someone books an appointment with you through AppointmentCore, you can set it to have it automatically create a contact record of this person. By default, we're going to check Infusionsoft for existing contact records as to not create duplicates. However, if you always want a new contact record created, we have an option for that as well. You can also map any of these custom questions that you want to ask into an Infusionsoft custom field. We use the timer events in order to do that. So what we can do is say that we're going to map an AppointmentCore trigger to Infusionsoft custom field, and then we just select the field that we want to map. For example, maybe we want to have the option to include the cancel and reschedule link in an Infusionsoft email that we're sending out through a campaign. We can do that through here. Maybe we want to send the customer the GoToMeeting or the Zoom information or conference call information. We can do that as well. Any of the fields that you're collecting through AppointmentCore, we can have mapped over into Infusionsoft. Something else that we can do is we can do API calls to Infusionsoft. All that you need to do is select the integration and the call name in order to do an API call to Infusionsoft. Most of the time, people will use this to trigger something in Infusionsoft by having an API goal as part of their campaign. For example, a customer could say 30 minutes after an event, do this API call that triggers a qualitative survey to go out to the customer. That's one that has been very popular. You can also send them information before an event or after an event, just depending on your preferences. Something else that we have the ability to do is to apply a tag when a person books an appointment. We can do that right through here by selecting the tag, or we actually have the ability to create a new tag in Infusionsoft directly from the AppointmentCore interface. By leveraging these three things, we'll make Infusionsoft more effective than ever before. This is particularly popular with sales reps who hate typically having to manually add in contacts. From now on, anyone who schedules an appointment with you will automatically be added as a contactor in your Infusionsoft, and you can tag them appropriately. For example, if you have a free consult booking link on your website, you might apply a prospect tag that puts the person into a long-term nurture sequence. If instead it's an existing customer, you may have a different tag for them. The next tip we're going to share is directly integrating AppointmentCore with your real-time calendar. Now, this is one of the coolest features of AppointmentCore. AppointmentCore works by tying into either your Google, Outlook, or Exchange calendar, and then displaying your availability based on your actual availability in real time. To take a look at how our calendars are set up, we're going to go into our account settings and extensions. And once we do that, we're going to take a look at our My Extensions here. Now, you should already have these set up and should be connected to either Google or Exchange or Outlook as appropriate for your business. This tab here called My Calendars is going to show us all the calendars that we are currently using. So right now, I could be using my Infusionsoft calendar for availability. I'm using my regular Gmail, my travel calendar, and my AppointmentCore calendar. But when it comes time to actually post appointments, sort of the right function, I'm only going to add them to my AppointmentCore calendar because these are all AppointmentCore appointments. What happens when someone books with me is it's going to get added onto my calendar and it'll have any of the details that we've set up. So for example, I have mine set up to automatically create a Zoom meeting when someone books with me. So if we take a look at my calendar here for what I had last week, this is an appointment called Intro Call with Ted. This is the name of the booking link. And then it gives me the name of the person who booked it with me. It's also going to include any of the questions that we asked of this person. So for example, with this one, I only asked for first name, last name, company, email, and mobile. Didn't ask for any of these other ones. And we can also include the Zoom link here. So when the meeting happens, all I do is click on that Zoom link and it actually opens it up. Now, something that you'll notice is that when you're displaying your AppointmentCore appointments, for example, if I look at my booking link for tomorrow, on my Google Calendar, you can see I'm pretty busy already. So when my AppointmentCore booking link pulls up, you can see I only have one time slot available. That's because AppointmentCore is reading from my actual calendar in real time. As you can see, the only time slot that I have available tomorrow is that 5:30 slot right here, which means it's the only one that AppointmentCore is going to display. This is great because it means that you can put your booking links out there, give them to the public or to people on your team, and know that you'll only have meetings booked with you during times that you're actually available. The next thing we're going to cover is how to integrate with popular conferencing systems like GoToMeeting, Zoom, and WebEx. You'll want to go ahead and connect your GoToMeeting, Zoom, or WebEx from the My Extensions menu. If for some reason you don't see one of these available, you'll go into Extensions under the Admin settings, assuming you're an admin, and you'll go ahead and turn them on. As you can see, I have all three of them connected. Then what we can do is for a particular booking link, we can select which of these we would like to use. And it's automatically going to create a GoToMeeting, Zoom, or WebEx with us at the appointed time. So I can open up one of my booking links here, and we'll see on this first page of the booking link setup process called Booking Link Basics, we have the option here to automatically set up a GoToMeeting, automatically set up a WebEx, or automatically set up a Zoom invitation. In this case, I'll go ahead and click Zoom. Once I've done this, I can continue on to the next steps. And then one other trick to keep in mind is that we can include this conferencing information in text message and email reminders that we send to the customer. So for example, 30 minutes before the appointment, I'm sending an email to the customer, and I'm including in there the GoToMeeting full instructions. In this case, I just changed it to Zoom, so instead I'll do the Zoom meeting link, or I can do the Zoom full instructions that has everything included in it. Now, anytime a customer books an appointment with me, 30 minutes before the event, they're going to receive an email that says that I look forward to speaking with them and has the Zoom credentials in it for their convenience. We can do the same thing if we want with a text message to me and to the customer. Instead of the full instructions here, we probably just want to include a join link to make it a little bit easier. And now the customer gets a convenient text message that they can use to actually book with me. We'll go ahead and click update, and now it is saved. Now the way that this actually translates in reality is if we go and look at a Google Calendar, and for example we select a meeting like we did before, the Zoom is automatically included in here, and so I can just click it and open it up at the appointed time. This is a great feature that a lot of our customers use to try and develop a better connection with their customers. Maybe they want to do a screen share, maybe they want to do a video, or maybe they just want to have this automatically set up as to not be required to select a phone number or provide a phone number to the customer. Hope you enjoyed this tip and look forward to you integrating with GoToMeeting, Zoom, or WebEx. Another great feature of the software are our text message and email reminders. This will make sure that your customers actually show up to your appointments. Did you know that the average no-show and cancellation rate is around 22% for most businesses? We found that by using text message and email reminders, we can more than cut this in half and bring the no-show and cancellation rate down to about 9%. I'll show you how you can actually get these set up. Under the third step of the booking link process, called Gather Information, Payments, and Trigger Automation, if we scroll down the page, there's a section here called Trigger Automation. And what we're going to do is you can first see the ones that I've set up already, but then we can create a new timer event. We can time it to go before or after the event, but as it's going to be a reminder in this case, we're going to do time before the event. I'll usually do an email reminder about 20 to 24 hours prior to having our meeting. For text message reminders, we found that the most effective time is somewhere between 20 and 40 minutes prior to the appointment. You'll want to go ahead and get these set up for the majority of your bookings. You can also customize these to have relevant information in them. For example, you can include any custom information or conference calling information, or just include something like the appointment time. By utilizing these text message and email reminders, you'll decrease your no-show and cancellation rate and end up speaking to more of your customers.